What's good, people? Let me make this a bit smaller. Trading New York session today. What I see, we're delivering out this 4 hour, we're also delivering out this daily. Okay. This owl has just been holding all day. Literally all week, should I say. 15's holding, Asia and London clear draws for the downside. Previous day's highs protected with SMT. So yeah, my condition will probably be whichever high we sweep. Because again, this owl is holding. No news today either. London highs still not taken on. Putting in some nice SMT. We have equal lows there. We already have SMT at this previous day's high, but we do have those relative equal highs resting above. This is more of a market maker model though, like I can't lie. Like this. Took our previous day's high, re-entered it. And then damn. We're gonna have a 5 below. No, we don't. Would be nicer if we could get some SMT above an external high. We have SMT at this London low, which I hate. I don't like that. And you guys can see what pair I'm trading. Like literally up here. Right above my head. What a 5 is this a 5? Yes it is. So the fact that both AS and NQ have sort of manipulated into its own things. I like shorts, but I don't really trust them. Bruh. This shit looks clean. Oh my gosh, this looks very clean, but no, I'm fading that. Didn't even go inverse anyway. I like it though because we have that SMT above this external. Whoa, this is an external. This is like a buy model on the 1 minute though. That's why I'm a bit suspicious. Extremely. I mean, I wouldn't call it. We are like uncorrelated. We saw this exact same pattern yesterday. We had an external SMT on one pair and then a small micro internal SMT on the other pair, and we flushed. Well, it's been. Alright, well, we have SMT above previous day's high in London high, but like, we already had SMT there. We have SMT above this previous day's high. It's not actually sponsored by anything. Hmm. We are respecting the CA of that order block though. Equal highs where? Some bummy candle. Hmm. I'm swapping my charts over to what I think is going to be higher probability. And I have these here. Let's see if we flush now. I wouldn't mind a short of this. simply just targeting London and Asia. Low, but we have SMT though, that's the issue. And I'm missing a 1 minute candle. How good's that? I'm missing a 1 minute candle, bro. Quickly. Did we inverse? Oh my gosh, we didn't inverse this 1 minute gap. Alright. Well, I'm exiting. Oh my gosh, I cooked this. But we didn't inverse that 1 minute. Did we? No, we didn't inverse that 1 minute gap. I literally got cooked just then. No, I lost $70. I thought we inversed that 1 minute gap. We didn't. I'm gonna wait for a better inversion here, and then I'll take it. Wow. If this goes to full stop loss in this candle, damn. We had a volume imbalance there as well. Yeah, so that was not a valid trade. We have this volume imbalance down here, so we would have needed to close below there for it to be a valid trade. Luckily, I spotted that and exited the position. Yeah, man, I can be lucky. It looks like it's still respecting that, though. Like, it disrespected this 1 minute inversion, though. So, yeah, luckily I noticed that and got out. But, I mean, it doesn't look like... This looks like it might hold. I should have been more on the ball there about that volume imbalance. Cost me $70 for no reason. No way this shit actually plays out, bro. Because I wouldn't even be interested in taking this now. Wow, this shit is very volatile, though. Well, the trade idea is invalidated now. That AS has tapped that 5. Even if this were to be the valid inversion, AS has tapped that 5. Damn, bro. Just literally, I don't really care. It wasn't a valid setup, regardless. regardless was invalid. If we inverse this 5, I mean, I don't even know if I want to take a setup. Do both pairs inverse this gap? No, none of them inverse at 5. Okay. No setup again. Well, I'll be running stops to break even by now, probably. Damn. Well, if I was still in this position, I would have ran stops to break even. But like, this trade was not even valid. Look, if you look here, this like, that just is not a good inversion. Also, we have a volume imbalance here, so this here would be the FVGs. Didn't go inverse, unfortunately. But I mean, that setup that looked good. I would have tried another one. Well, I would have tried one if this 5 actually went inverse. Let's see what we can get on like this internal structure. If we start respecting these gaps here. Yeah, I'm fairly annoyed about how that played out. Because this setup was clean, bro. If this just actually went inverse. 12 ticks away, bro. AS looked really nice like for it though. I know a lot of people probably took this trade based off this, but like to me, this isn't a valid inversion. And we have S17 now. That AM low, sick. Bruh, I'm so pissed about this position. I'm not pissed that like, because we didn't actually inverse this. Look, we have a volume imbalance here. This gap, bruh, I'm still trying to figure out if this gap, like, just off the wick it went inverse, but not off the thing. Not off the actual thing. We have a ton of LR to run here though. That's why I like this 5-minute play. We just haven't actually like tested any of these imbalances here. So I'd rather us like retest them. But the way this is getting engineered, it doesn't look like, looks like we might pull back into these gaps before this 5-minute goes inverse. Because AS is gonna have a 5. Bro. Now we have SMT below this AMLR. This just looks horrible. The way these candles are moving, I don't like this. I'm not taking this 5-minute inversion. This looks really good though. Like really, really good. By the way, the volume's just died off. I just don't trust this shit. Damn. Okay, so now we're getting some actual volume. Alright, I'm trying one all the way down here. Oh my gosh, wait, this wrist. Bro, this wrist reward's fried. This wrist reward's fried. Oh my gosh, this risk reward is actually fried, bro. Bro, this wrist reward's full fried. What is this RR? Try squeeze a 1-to-1 out of it. Wait, did NQ tag that low? No, we have relative equals. I'm going break even there. Targeting a protected low though, which is just not good. Didn't realize this shit was actually protected. Are we gonna take that low or not? Alright, well, it's break even. We just took an external low. You know how annoying that is, bruv. Stops to break even. Looks like this could just be a rapid break even here. We have SMT, this external swing low, inside of this hourly. Unless we just immediately run down and take this without rebalancing this leg out, which, I mean, we have 1-2 gaps here. We just have so many things to rebalance here. In my opinion, that yeah. This entry was fried, bro. If only I held this entry from all the way over here, I'd be up extra fat. Is it gonna break even us? I want to say those what minutes be extremely impulsive. AS has just race swept that low, by the way. I think I think I'm just gonna run it to this Asia low. This London low shouldn't be a problem. I'm annoyed about this, how it didn't inverse all the way up here. Alright, well, this 5 minutes basically just been created here. I wonder if we're going to be able to flush through these lows. We're going to have an immediate rebalance. Let's see. Would honestly hate that, but I'm not moving my stop though. Like, that was the issue with this entry. We have a lot of imbalances to fill. No way we don't just immediately. I mean, fair enough. Just swept a protected low. We're right to move back into this IRL in this 5 minute gap right here. I thought I set my things to ticks as well. What's this 10 a.m. candle about to do, bro? Look how big this 15-minute just gap is. And our break evens right in the middle of everything. Alright, well, break even on that trade, which is very annoying. So down $70 on the day. Still. Surely not, bruv. Surely not, bro. Surely not. Are we serious right now? Are we serious, bro? Bro, I moved my stop a little bit. I didn't fully break even it, and now it's right. Just tag my shit, and then it's going, bro. There's no way in the world right now. Genuinely cannot make this stuff up. If only I didn't move my... What? That shit was literally to the tick. That was to the tick. Exactly to the tick. Alright, so this is what I want to say. I wouldn't really want us to manipulate lower off the bat. If we just go... If we just go and take out these draws immediately for the bat, bro. This is hilarious. Bro. No way. Boy, that's actually a joke. That's a joke. I honestly don't have anything to say except for just laugh. I probably would have closed as well because we just taken my draw on AS. Oh my gosh. I'm losing my mind over this shit, bro. Hold on. No, that didn't inverse well enough. Bro, imagine I held this shit from all the way up here. This is a beautiful 10 AM PO3 though. I low-key might try one. Because this is very, very clean. A bit less risk this time though. Did NQ inverse that gap? Yeah, it did. Alright, well. I'm gonna try. This is the last trade I'm taking for the day. Wasn't really a good inverse though, which I don't like. But this inversion was clean. And this candle, this 1 minute doesn't have a top wick. So we should see a decent reversal here. Hopefully off the bat. I did decrease my risk for this trade. Break even at this unfilled 5. Wait, where's this 5 on NQ? No, it's here. Hopefully my mouse does not die. Did NQ hit that shit? Yes, it did. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing, AS, bro? You've been the leading indicator for all this time. I mean, you've been the leading pair for this whole time. And then we pull some garbage like this. I'm serious. Why? Alright, well, I mean, I did say that was my last trade for the day. Because now everything's just fried. There's not really much I want to take. AS has all these imbalances here, though. Like, I would have only taken it up to there, but... I mean, this price action's actually been clean. I'm not even gonna lie, this pair has been actually nice. Like, what are we doing? The pairs I choose to take the trade on, cook me. Look at this. We literally had SMT when I got stopped out, by the way. We had SMT when I got stopped out. Well, not stopped out. When I got break even. SMT when I got break even here. I wouldn't even want to look for shorts now, bro. Bro, if I held this shit from up here, I would have been a gazillionaire, bro. This raid was clean, but like it was just invalid, bro. Look at this 30-second, bro. This looks like it might want to run London low. I'm getting off two break evens and then one like slight loss. Down $70 on the day. So a break even day for me. Price action. I'm not taking any more trades. I've tried and I wouldn't say failed. Got fully just rigged with this shit. The fact that and the actual NQ didn't bro. Bro. Moved one tick higher on an MNQ and stopped me out. Look at that. Are we serious, brother? My brother, are we serious, brother? Clearly this long would have been way better to take on NQ. But like this short, if you took it on AS, that would have been a hella negative risk to reward, bro. If you want to have your stopper to protect it high. This short was actually clean. Off this 5 minute. We got it so late though. It was just a 1-to-1. Well, it was like narrowly. It missed a 1-to-1. Yeah, I'm getting off. Cheers for watching. Not the best day, not the worst day. Basically, just break even on the day, really. So, yeah. See you guys tomorrow.